Happy Thursday evening, everyone. It's only a few minutes after 7 o'clock here in the Central Daylight Time time zone. It's a very special day. It is April 15th, 2021. It is the last day, the very last day, in which Velker will be not a teenager. Ha ha ha. How are you, Velker?
I am well.
Happy birthday tomorrow.
Thank you.
Yes, he is. He has been a tween, these years. I kind of missed it. I never got a chance to really pick on him for being a tween. So tomorrow he becomes a teenager, and I think my life changes somehow fundamentally. At least that's what I'm threatened with. But that is not what we're here to do tonight. What we are here to do well, that's what they tell me. What they tell me.
Yeah, you should do when my father, when I turned 13, I came out to the breakfast table and he was just looked at me and started screaming. I said, "What's wrong?" He goes, "There's a teenager in my house. My sole goal in life now is to embarrass you."
Excellent. I'm going to take that. That seems like your dad gave excellent advice. I'm going to try that tomorrow morning. Well, you only get to do it once, right? Well, once per kid.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
All right. I am not ashamed to try to reach out to Two Fat Lardies and say, hey, we're playing your games. Tweeting. There, I'm tweeting. There, I have tweeted, so Ron will not yell at me. Excellent. Let's go check out the video, and then we'll start, because that's how we do it. All right, boom. Dave Pumphouse says, let's get ready to rumble. That is the plan, for sure, my friend. He is here to kibitz and to help us stay on the straight and narrow with our rules. We actually did pretty well in the rules based on what I was told. This is the second battle set up in the Storming the Citadel campaign from Two Fat Lardies for Chain of Command, returning to his role as the commander of German forces. We have well north of the border, we have Vance. How are you?
Good, thank you.
And over there representing the Soviet Union, defending the honor of Mother Russia, we have Command Tent. How you doing?
Evening.
So we've gone through both Command Tent and Vance, and we've sat down separately, and we have accounted for their casualties, which you will remember were pretty high from the last battle. We've also reorganized their troops, and we have gone back and forth and talked about the effect that this has had on their soldiers. But Vance, we have to give CT the bad news now, I think.
Oh, do we? We can't just let him figure it out?
Let him notice. Do we let him notice that he is now facing Unterfeldwebel Straub, who is not the same Unterfeldwebel? Yeah, it's a fresh platoon.
Oh, lovely.
That's the deal. In the Storming the Citadel campaign, the Germans get 3 platoons, and they casualties carry over, but they get to swap casualties with they get to swap platoons pretty much at will. So it's another Panzer Grenadier platoon, but the addition this time, free stuff coming to him from the game itself, are these mine clearing teams. Note there's 2 of them. There they are. All right. So now we're going to peek out over here, and we're going to see what Command Tent's got. This is not a new squad, or a new platoon, I should say. This is a pretty beat-up group of fellas, except these guys. Because, as we all saw last time, Sergeant Drozdov did not see action. He stayed off the table. But the men of Sergeant Ivanov and... this one was even worse. Holy cow. Sergeant Sidrov and Sergeant Bortnik all took a little bit of a punching the last time around. So they're here, and they're going to continue to fight. What's the mission? Well, the last time we had to make the Germans put their heads down. It was called Eyes Down, and the goal of the Germans was to make the Soviets no longer able to have their forward observer. And after sustaining a lot of casualties on both sides, Vance succeeded in that. He won. So now we go to this scenario, which is about mine clearing. And in this scenario, the task is pretty simple. You see, we've got these 8 minefields, conspicuously enough, numbered 1 through 8. And CT has laid them out this way. 2 of them are fake. 2 of them are dummies. Vance's mission, and it's really his only substantial mission, is to go out there and determine and clear, I should say, 4 legitimate minefields. How is he going to do that? Well, to do that, he's going to need these mine clearing teams. These guys order either from a senior commander, a 4, or as a team, a 1. They must be stationary, so you can't move them and search. They've got to be in the minefield to search. And then they're going to roll a 1d6. On a 1 to 5, they don't do it. They need a 6 to clear the minefield.
Oh dear.
If they are in a minefield that is fake, however, on a 1 to 5, they discern that it is fake. On a 6, they think they have cleared a real one. And they won't find out until the 4th one is cleared whether that's true or not. So there's a lot of uncertainty for the Germans, even though they're coming at this fresh. And I think that pretty much handles everything that happened in between. I got to clear off your die rollers so that they're nice and tidy. Those are good to go. And that's it. So let's just check and see who... Holy cow! Red Sax, hello, we already said. And Dragoon Commander, good to see you. Bayonet Brant, Mike Orwick. Hey, good, OJ, good to see you all. Thanks so much for coming by. So let us then jump into the game, I think. That sounds right. We'll begin by rolling your respective force morales, remembering that the Germans, because of who they are, they get to... Oh, and one other thing we forgot to introduce, I suppose, because they do have personalities, Unterfeldwebel Straub, our new Unterfeldwebel. He's 21 years old. He's a kid. This is a young fellow that's come out to fight for the Germans. He is joined by Obergefreiter Rommel, who is 26. So he's even older than his commander. Obergefreiter Goethe, who is 24 years old. And Obergefreiter Bohnen, who is 23 years old. So not a lot of old guys running around in the Wehrmacht at the lead up to Kursk. So with that said, if I could get you both please to roll a 1d6 to determine your force morales. Vance gets a 5 because he gets a +2 because he rolls those dice as if he is elite. Yours is a regular 3, so that's a 5, which is a 10, and a 3, which is a 9. So the Germans will start with a 10. And the Soviets on their side will start with a 9. It'll be remembered that we didn't have a lot of force morales go down last time. So it'll be kind of interesting to see what the haps are. Now, what about our patrol points this time? It's a little different because of the way this scenario works. The higher morale point, the higher force morale, I should say, goes first. And so therefore it's going to be Vance going first. You're going to be coming from this point. And you again, it's 24 inches. Everything comes from this point. The second, the third, the fourth, and everybody's got to stay within 24 points of each other. But there's one key distinction because you are on the attack. And we go to the campaign, and you are going to roll... one more. There we are. You are going to roll a 1... Where did it go? Where did it go? There it is. You are going to roll a 1d3 and add 1. You get to make that many free moves with your patrol marker. So you get, that's 3 plus 1, 4. You get 4 free moves before CT gets to move. Oof. You are going to come from here because you're on, you're advancing. You're the one trying to clear these things. CT, on the other hand, he's going to be on his baseline, and he could be anywhere on the baseline. Okay? But he's got to place his 4 markers within 24 inches of one another, and all those markers must themselves be within 24 inches of the baseline. So he doesn't have to come directly off the edge. He gets to come all the way out here when it's his turn. All right? So he's gonna set up all 4 of those 24 inches apart. Do we get joined or dropped?
Hello.
It's
Hello,
Giorgio.
guys.
Hey, Giorgio.
Hi.
sorry. I just connect to say sorry for the last few days that I could not connect to the games, but we got some. I don't want to say problems, but I have um, to deal with something that passed to our daughters in France, and so I could not spend 4 hours a night to playing with you. So I
Oh,
don't want. I just get in to say I'm sorry about that.
well, no, we miss you, and please, whatever it is, handle it. And
Yeah, no, no. Everything is okay.
good.
It was a stupid thing about bureaucracy, all these kind of things. But just takes my wife and me quite uh, preoccupied, quite upset about the fact, and so I don't have time to connect 2 o'clock in the night to play,
Sure.
and so I just want to say sorry to everybody.
No, we missed you, and we'll be back. We will be back in 1809 next Wednesday if you're around.
Yeah, I will be there. That's for sure. That's for sure.
Wonderful.
Everything is okay right now. So they want to say sorry that I wasn't there when when you looking for me.
Yeah, we were well, as you know, we just worry. So
Okay. Okay. Thank you very much, guys. Bye
take
bye.
care, Giorgio.
Bye-bye.
Yeah,
Have a
you
good one.
too. Bye.
We have a green room. We have a green room, is what we have. We have just people that walk on. I love it. It kills me. Most shows don't do this. That's we're just we have. And by the way, that call, ladies and gentlemen, was from Madrid. How do you like that? No, that's what we do. The Germans, you'll see, are coming in on this single point. And then the Soviets, they're going to deploy 4 markers within 12 inches of their edge and within 12 inches of each other. So they're going to set up in this floating zone when their time comes. So it's all, and remember, because this is a double-sized table, we're playing with 1/32nd scale soldiers. Everything is doubled. So Vance, you have not 1, not 2, not 3, but 4 free moves, 24 inches. And oh, you have to say initially, how many of these do you want? 3 or 4?
I think I want 4.
All right, then.
I'm confused about how I'm supposed to do this, but
You're gonna
I'm sure you'll keep me straight.
you're gonna move your first one, your 24 inches, and then we'll talk about it. And if you want to take it back, I'm gonna let you, because you got to come from this point.
Yeah. 24 inches is there.
All right. Now that's one of your moves. Your second move
Right.
Your second move has to come from here.
Okay.
And it has to be 24 inches away from this guy.
Just to be within 24 of that guy.
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct.
Actually, 24 is somewhere down here. There we go.
You like that? That's your second move. Let me get it even for you. There you go. Now you got a third one.
Go right there.
And now you get a fourth one.
There.
All right, so you've had a chance to move not 1, not 2, not 3, but 4. Now, CT, it's your turn to set up your 4 markers within this zone. I can certainly spot it. And you're gonna set. This is gonna be your initial setup. Hey, Tommy. Was the Commands and Color Ancients on the other channel, Jeff, being done with miniatures or blocks? You know which is better. You want me to put that? If you want me to put it somewhere, let me know. 2. 3. 4. Put it right next to him there. Okay.
I think so, yeah.
All right, you get to move one of them now, because Vance has moved his 4 free. And now you move 1. And remember, they have to stay within 24 inches of one another, and they can move no more than 24 inches. Want to move this one?
Yes.
Vance, your turn. He is at now. Is this guy? This guy isn't all by himself, is he? Yeah, that might be too far. Yep.
Oh, I got you.
That's got to go back. How does that do? That looks right. Center to center. Still a little too
I
far.
have to back him up just a little bit.
Try that. I'll give you a little more. There you go. All right, those are connected. Vance, you get to move 1. Again, you got to keep them. You got to move them 20. No more than 24, and you got to keep them within 24.
All right, let's move this guy.
All right, we want to move them. About there. Looks like that'll work. Just double check that. Oh my, that's fine. Your turn. CT, you're up. I won't move that one. Okay. Boy, did I misunderstand.
Yeah. Yep, sorry.
Vance.
All right, we're gonna move this guy.
Mm-hmm.
To there.
Got
That
him.
should be good.
What's he doing? Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. Great. CT. Just remember, you can't strand dude here, or is he close enough to this guy? Yeah, he's out of range of this guy. Those two are fine.
And how close before we lock down the other one?
24 inches. It's all
24.
It's all multiples of that. All right.
Good.
That'll work. Vance. Germans on patrol.
This guy.
Mm-hmm. Newt. Soviets. Germans. Is that still close? Yeah, those guys are close enough. Yep.
This guy here.
Mm-hmm. See, I think this is just clever as heck, honestly. Almost feel you poking at each other. Trying to figure out where you all are. Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Into the weeds. Vance.
Ah, yes, 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 yes. Well, let's move this gent here.
Absolutely, Red. What do you were watching it on Vassal? Oh, very nice, OJ. Yes, for that on Saturday when we play Snappy Nappy, you're the French. Take that.
Right there.
Lock him down.
Yep.
All right, this one's locked in, Where's his other two? I know they're hiding in the good camouflage.
Back there.
Okay, yeah, they're further back. 1, 2, 3. So you just locked this one. Got it. So CT, this one's locked. Yeah, bear in mind he'll lock you. Yeah, there you go. That's right. Now we get the. Is that a
I want to
lock?
lock him.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
Lock here. Lock here. Got it. Vance.
So he's still good, and he's still good. Interesting, interesting. So let's move this guy. Oh, this way.
There.
There.
Got it. CT. And this left flank has been kind of smoking cigarettes.
Yep, right there.
Got it.
Okay, let's back out here.
Mm-hmm.
Where's your 2-4?
It's
Wow, that close, eh?
yeah.
Right there at the edge of the weeds.
So
Should
lock.
lock him down.
Yep.
Yep.
Lock. All right, that leaves one free for both of you.
Oh, both of his are. These two guys are both free.
Oh, there. Oh, that's
Yeah,
right.
these are locked. I'm gonna move this back one up
Mm-hmm.
to lock. So if Vance, you could give me one.
There it is. Back it up a little, please. There you go. That's good. All right, that's a lock. Well done. Vance, you had the higher.
So he still has a
I've
free
got one
dude,
more.
right?
Doesn't matter. When the one
Okay.
side
Okay.
locks, it's done.
Gotcha.
When one side locks, it's done. So Vance, you get to pick which. There are 3 jump-off points for this game. So we're going to place again 1, 2, 3 of them. Let me get your jump-off points. I don't know why I didn't have them out handy. There they are. Which one do you want to set up first?
This guy.
All right. So CT, if you want to do the honors of giving me the other vector,
Off of which one? I forget.
it's going to be.
Or it's off that one, right?
It's off of you. So it's like that, intersecting, at least 12 inches back and under cover. So they're going to have to go to that cover way back there, Vance.
Way back here?
Yep. That's it. They can be anywhere in there.
Okay.
All right. Which one do you want to mark, CT?
Oh boy. Start with this forward one.
All right. It looks like, yep. I think Vance has got it. So it's got, ooh, this is going to be interesting. So it's, I don't think you're going to make it into those, oh, so close, 24 inches. Nope. So it's either going to have to be up on that hill in those in that brush, which you could do, or on the other side of the hill, which does block line of sight.
Yeah, I think that's good.
In the brush?
Yep, in the brush.
All right. There it is then. Oh, you put one there, sorry. Cool. Vance, which is the next one you want to set up?
Ooh. So, if I'm reading this right, my other guys are going to be off the board?
They come on the baseline.
Yeah.
Yeah. looks like they're going to be on the baseline.
Okay. Let's try this one.
Ooh, that's an interesting one. Yeah, that's definitely baseline because there's literally nothing there.
So he starts way back here.
Yep. If you want to do that one.
Well, they're all the same.
Are they? I didn't. I just haven't run them.
Well, run them, Mike. Like just.
You're better at geometry than I am, and you know it. Okay. Yep. That's right.
I mean, he may be able to get here.
Yeah. That's right.
Put that line out. Put those lines out again.
Sure. Well, this is the one that matters. I'd say so.
Like there.
Mm-hmm. Cover is cover. If that's where you choose to go.
Yeah.
All
Well,
right.
otherwise I'm hiking for miles.
Agreed. And last insert. Sorry, not last. Second one for you, CT.
Can you show me the lines for this one?
Oh, that's a fascinating one.
Oh, here.
Oh, thank you.
Just trying to see if I'm gonna make this brush here.
Yep. You should. Yeah, easy.
Yeah, you should.
Yeah, right on this edge.
All right. So where are your markers? There it is. All right. Advance your last one.
Well, let's do this one and see what happens.
Sure. Where's the other Soviet one? Is that it there?
Yeah.
Ooh, okay. Holy, well, what kind of angle is that? Is that acute? How far?
It's cute, all right. Oops. No. I don't know what.
Yeah, it's gonna be.
Yeah, he's back here.
Mm-hmm. Get this out of the way. Okay. And CT, your last one. We'll do that one. All right.
This might end up on the baseline too.
Could well be. Yep. It does indeed. All right. There it is. We pick up the patrol markers, which we no longer need. All right. Vance, you have the first play. Now, you obviously both have supports that are concealed. I'm sure you will share them at the appropriate time with one another. But we are all set to go. So, Vance, oh, shoot, I can't believe I would deny you. I would not deny you. That would be wrong. You again have your 4 bonus dice.
Ah! Cool. All right.
Which you may add to your hand at any time. But other than that, you have 5 dice to roll per turn. I ask you to start the game.
I have 5 dice?
Yeah, your base hand is 5.
Cool. All right. Then I will throw one of these in.
So that you
Make
may
it
have 6. You now have 6.
Oops. 6. 6.
And the game's afoot. 6 is nothing. 5 is a point on your chain of command die.
I like the dice upgrades this week.
Yeah, they are marked now. They are very efficient, and they have the markings on them. Senior leader, squad, or a section, team.
Or I can make that
Junior leader.
a junior leader.
You sure can.
So we will make that a junior leader.
All right. Who's coming to play with the Soviets?
Goal size.
12 inches away from any jump-off point. You think he's got cover there, David? What are you saying, in the lee of the hill? That's awful small, it seems to me. Because where he deployed, David Pumphouse is asking a question about, I'm assuming, the Soviet one. And where that marker was, there was, I mean, he had an acute angle here, but then he had nothing between here and the baseline. All right, let's talk about something that we did not talk about last time. National characteristics. Because you have them. And I don't know as you would have used them, although I suspect Vance would have, to be honest. And I don't. So let's talk about what they are. Each army has a national characteristic. It actually has two. Why do they make me spell words in German? All right, you have two. Vance, you have Maschinengewehr. The Germans placed much emphasis on squad machine gun as a weapon of firepower. When a squad leader instructed in any fight, his place was with the LMG directing its fire. When a leader is attached to a machine gun team and uses 2 or more command initiatives to direct the fire, you may add that many d6 to the team's firepower dice.
Okay.
In addition, Handgranaten. This is my son's favorite ability. The German soldier is intensely aware of the stormtrooper tactics of the Great War. The signal to attack with a volley of grenades and then get stuck in with a rifle butt, entrenching tool, or bayonet was the cry Handgranaten from the squad leader. To reflect this, when a leader attached to a team or squad uses 2 command initiatives, you may lead a charge against any enemy within 24 inches, preceded by a hail of hand grenades.
Ah.
Rolling 1d6,
Okay.
subtracting 1 if the enemy is in light, 2 if in hard. On a roll of 1 or 2, 1 hand grenade hits the target. On a 3 or 4, 2 do, and a 5 or 6, 3 do. You roll for the effect of these, and then you may move and attempt to initiate close combat.
Cool. All right.
So I don't know if it'll be necessarily good here, but once you get into buildings and stuff like that, one just never knows. The Soviet Union. It too has
sorry.
special- Mhm.
Oh yeah. Sorry. Go on. Yep. Carry on.
You get Wrath of the Gods. And unfortunately, this is a pre-game barrage, which you're not allowed to have, but you are allowed to. This is when you have it. It's a normal pre-game barrage, but the enemy units attempting to deploy onto it lowers the chances the enemies get to deploy. And the other is Razdvichiki. The Soviets placed much emphasis on the use of scouts, be they men deployed from a rifle squad or dedicated scout units. Soviet scout teams can move 1d6 or 2d6 and assume a tactical stance at the end of their movement. Unfortunately, you have no scout teams. But that will come up at a later point. Certainly, Wrath of the Gods will.
Mm-hmm.
That would be nice.
So you've moved these guys here. I can only assume you're placing them on Overwatch.
I am, please.
That would it would be churlish of me to suddenly go, "Ah, you didn't say so." Overwatching. See if David responded. Oh, he's talking about you, Vance. Oh, so you take that rule to mean that he can deploy, because this, I didn't take this to provide cover across it, only if you're in it. Do you read that differently, David? Because if so, what he's saying is, if
I could
you're
put it here.
Yeah, you're deploying behind cover. That makes sense to me. I can live with that. So why don't you scooch that boy back up there?
Oh,
that makes
be
sense.
back here somewhere.
That makes sense.
Okay, so that was the
Yep.
3.
That was your 3. Senior leader and a squad. Or a section.
Senior leader.
Hand grenades or Hund grenades? There you go.
So if I bring on a squad, so if I use that for a squad,
Mm-hmm.
I could bring on these gentlemen.
Yes. But you can't place them on Overwatch.
Correct. And we shall do that.
All right.
And they shall start 12 inches.
Red Sacks.
12 inches,
Either.
right?
From there, it's 12 inches. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So there.
Obviously, nobody farther than that, so you're gonna have to take a look at
Yeah.
Rommel.
So yeah. Yeah. Oops.
C, the rabbit. B, the rabbit.
Just need to snuggle up a bit. Yep. Good.
All right.
And my senior leader is not going to do anything.
So you're gonna pass on that 4. All right.
Yeah.
Very good. I think that was it. All right. Very cool. CT, you have 5 dice. What does that get you? That's 2 chain of command, a meaningless 6, a senior leader, and a team.
He's always rolling those 5s.
I know. He wants to take command. It's metaphorical.
All right, and these are all teams, right? Because they are.
No, these are squads.
Or are they
These
just
are squads.
squads?
Yeah, you have no
So-
teams.
What are these 3
this-
gentlemen doing standing over here?
Those are casualties that are coming back in the next battle. They're watching.
Okay.
They're back at the aid station, looking on forlornly.
So senior leader is Petrov here, right?
Mm-hmm. If you put him out there, everybody else that comes out after him has a harder time coming out.
Yeah, that's my problem.
I'm not going to lie, that was not a good roll for you.
No, not at all. I don't think I'm gonna do anything.
Yeah, I was staring at it, wondering what I'd do, and I think I'm inclined to agree with you. All right, Vance, back to you.
Okay. I'm just going to roll 5 this time.
5 dice.
Oh my goodness.
That's not terrible. A couple of 1s, a meaningless 6. Senior leader, squad, team.
I'm going to bring a team out.
All right. There they are. Uh-oh. Ping.
And now these guys stay on Overwatch until they're discharged of that duty, right?
Or until they shoot.
Right. So 12 inches from right on top of that. This is right about
Well, they got to deploy. Is there? They got to deploy 12 inches from a jump-off point.
Yeah, there's one right underneath.
Oh,
there.
is that where? I didn't realize that. Okay, very good. Sorry.
My third jump off point is right there.
Didn't understand that. Thank you.
So those guys will go there.
All right.
I have a second team,
Mm-hmm.
and they'll go over here.
I want full credit that some lunatic, I think it's Lazy Boy, built actual minesweeping figures. Look at that. There you go. Actual Deutsche Pioniere.
There we go. So that's the two teams
Yes, sir.
and a squad.
The squad. Squad of Hessians.
I can order this squad to move forward. Is that correct?
Yes, yes, sir. Yes, you can.
Okay, they would like to move forward.
2d6. You may move double that.
I can move up to double that?
Yes.
So we will move to the edge of the bush.
You're staying in the weeds. You're staying in the weeds.
So you guys are going to be a bit out, but that's all right. Get up there. And yeah, that's that.
Okay. Want to take another shot at it, CT? See if you can get some guys out there.
Yeah, we'll see.
Another useless 6, but that's much better. A squad, or sorry, a junior leader, a squad, and 2 teams. Or you can add it up to another squad.
All right, we're gonna go junior leader here.
All right.
Oh dear, that was dumb. Okay.
David Pumphouse
we're gonna
is
go with-
singing in the chat, which is always good. Go on.
Songs of the Motherland, I hope.
Something about mashed potato.
I'm gonna bring out my
Support option.
secret thingy. Yes.
You're who what now?
Check. Oh, what did he bring?
Oh dear, another frickin' bunker. Goddamn frickin' fucking frickin'.
Where would you like it?
Frickin' Russians.
And there, that look about right? Want me to pivot it or anything?
Actually, you know what? I am second guessing myself. Let's do up here. I
No, you
gotta
don't
make,
want it up there.
Yeah, I just gotta make sure I clear the military crest.
You're fine. Anywhere up here you are. Because the hill slopes slightly, so I mean you're fine anywhere up there. Something like that. Sweeping the hill with fire, sweeping the valley below with fire. Locking it down. I knew Vance would be so happy that you picked that again.
I thought he might. There was no option for me to not let you have 19 dice, so I had to do this one.
Yeah, that I can understand. Yes.
Yeah, where do I get the option where the Germans don't get 19 dice? So who's coming out? It's Ivanov. Yeah, Ivanov, super enthusiastic about your command, sir. Super enthusiastic. Happy to be here. Hoorah.
That's what the commissar officer reported. Very enthusiastic.
He was very pleased. Very pleased. Entirely complete faith in Comrade Stalin's views and directives.
So, moving into a minefield, am I going to get attacked by said
Nope.
minefield?
Nope.
Okay.
These aren't anti-personnel mines anyway.
Oh, they're tankety mines. Okay.
All right, and they can go in Overwatch.
Well, I mean, yes, but let it be observed that this guy on Overwatch can shoot them. And they can shoot where they are.
Oh, right, they have the farther range. Yeah, I'm gonna light up his mine clearing team then. No, I can't see them.
Hey!
Well, what did you think he was gonna do? For God's sake,
Hey
man.
now!
Hey. So it's let's see here. It's that LMG crew. Let's remember that LMGs have a firepower of 6. You got 2 of those, so that's 12, 13, 14. 14 dice for 5 or 6, because this is effective range. Because I can't believe that's 18 inches. Or 36 inches, I should say. So yeah, so that's so 14 dice for 5 or 6. Four?
4.
4? Yeah, 4.
This is light cover because you're shooting across all them weeds. So shooting across all them weeds. So light cover means well, it all 4 fall to this, and it is. I know what the bad one and I know what the good one is. Give me a darn second. You'd think I'd remember this. Yeah, 4 or 5 shock, 6 kills.
Yes!
Nothing. Pew, 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 pew.
Nice
pew.
roll.
Swing and a miss.
So, you guys feeling lucky over here? Gonna come off Overwatch?
Well,
or no?
I'm not entirely sure that I wouldn't just mow down my own team.
Oh, that's a good point. Yeah, you can't shoot past.
This is where I said this was bad.
Yeah.
This was a mistake.
These guys can shoot.
Yeah. No, we'll hang on to it.
They'll hold it. Okay.
Yep.
Continue, CT.
All right, and then I had a 2 and a 1. I could combine for another junior leader, correct?
Affirmative.
I think we would like to do that. And I only rolled for one of those on the support. I thought I had 2.
You did not. You only had 1 support
Okay.
point.
Right.
Oh,
That was the
thank
first
you.
game.
Remember, yeah, it's 1d3, and I believe you rolled a 2.
We're going to get Bortnick's boys in the mix here then. And it's 12 inches, you said?
Affirmative.
And can they assume a tactical stance?
Yeah.
On entering?
If they're being
Okay.
commanded on a 3, yes.
And that just gives them light cover.
It gives them 1 greater level of cover than what they're in.
So if he's shooting through the scrub, they'd be considered light. So if in tactical, would they be 1 higher than that?
Correct.
All right, let's go ahead and do that then.
Just remember, you can't shoot out of that.
Ah, yes, I can't.
Because you're putting your head way down. Yep. Yeah, you only want to count them LMGs when it comes time for meleeing. And then they matter. And then they matter.
All right, I'm not going to go into tactical because I want to shoot at his mine clearing team again.
Okay.
Just mean.
Just not being considerate. So that's 6, 6, 12. Another 14. What's the range?
It's
Lots.
not close.
Okay.
Yep.
14 dice for 5 or 6.
Ooh,
Ooh, that's a bunch.
6.
6.
6.
4 or 5 shocks, 6 kills.
Ooh.
Ooh,
There we go. We like to see that.
3 shock and a kill. That's gonna pin those boys.
Wouldn't he be in light cover? So just 5, 6? Because I'm shooting through.
Yeah, he gets light cover, so 4 or 5 shocks, 6 kills. Pretty sure. Gonna take a check. Light cover, effective hit, light, 4 or 5 shocks, 6 kills. Yep. Because usually it's 3, 4 shocks, 6 kills.
Gotcha.
So this dude is dead. He comes with me.
I think the one with the minesweeper should go.
Yeah,
Then,
right?
you know.
So, and that also pins these boys. They cannot move. And they go to essentially hard cover.
So they're laying on the ground, right?
Yep.
Can I shoot over their heads now?
Nope. Still
Nope.
there. They're still there. You can't shoot.
Yeah, but-
You can't shoot to within 2 inches of your own men. So within 4 inches of your own men.
Oh, all right.
All right, that was all my dice spent
All
that I
right.
could.
Okay. I'm gonna throw 6 this time.
All right. Let me get rid of one. Done. Ooh.
2
The
sixes.
next phase is Vance's. He gets another one on his chain of command die. Senior leader, junior leader, team.
Senior leader, junior leader, team.
Yeah, Jeff, I will tell you this much. Everybody that I've asked a lot of questions about these scenarios, trying to get the rules right and things like that, and the consistent thing I've heard has been, this is tough on the Germans. These Vance did
Well,
very...
it's this. It should be tough on the Germans. This was a tough operation.
Yep. And the and I'm told that it gets a little better with the next one, but I don't know. Haven't built it yet.
Senior leader, junior leader, team.
Mm-hmm.
All right, junior leader.
Mm-hmm.
Rommel here is going to use his 2 command thingy-bobs to get us our machine gun.
Maschinengewehr.
Yeah, at those guys on the hill.
Oh dear, he is using his Maschinengewehr. This is the bad thing. This is 8. This is 16. He doesn't count.
Should be 19.
17, 18, 19. No, it would be 21 because Maschinengewehr.
Good.
21 dice for 5 or 6, unless you're close enough, which I don't think you are. Nope.
Nope.
21 dice for 5 or 6. Good gravy.
That's a lot of dice.
6. 3 and 3, 5
Yep.
shock, 6 kills. Oh, what am I saying? They're one team. I'm stupid. Go on. 5 shock, 6 kills. That's 2
Two
dead.
kills.
Ow.
What is with you in that?
Nice.
All right, 1d6 to see if you took out Ivanov. You did not. Show me 2 casualties. Remember, if you take out the loader, it immediately drops their effectiveness. You must give me the rifles. You must give me these rifles. That's some fine shooting there, Vance.
Not bad. Sitting there behind sandbags.
Yeah, these are the lucky sandbags of whoever follows
Yeah.
Ivanov's squad.
And I had a team. So I'll bring out my secret weapon.
Bum 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 bum.
And I'll start over here. We won't make that same mistake again. Put these guys right here. And my senior leader will not use his activation.
Very good. Roll it.
It's up to you, CT. Oh, it's
No,
mine
no,
again, isn't
no,
it?
no. Yeah, it was yours. I was gonna say. I was just about to correct myself. It's your turn again.
Cool. So we'll throw in another die and do 6 dice again.
Oh mercy.
No, and it did it again.
Oh. Ain't that
I'll
a
just
hole?
be over here taking casualties. Don't worry.
Ain't that a hole in the boat?
Oh dear.
Senior, junior squad.
Junior squad. Junior squad doesn't help me very much. Actually, maybe.
Well, remember, the senior can order the teams if you get them close enough, but then you got to get them on the field, too.
I gotta get him on the field first, yeah. But he can't reduce shock unless he's attached to the
Correct. And I'm pretty sure you don't want your senior leader running around.
Yeah, pretty sure.
As much as we like those guys on the mine clearing team, they're kind of on their own at this point.
How close does the senior leader need to be to send a command?
His shouting range, which for a senior is... I want to say it's 18 inches. For a senior, yeah, 18 inches.
Okay. So first squad, our first junior leader
Yes.
is boning guys. Come on.
All right.
They come on 12 from here. Some about there. Mr. Bonin. The second junior leader is Rommel again,
Mm-hmm.
shooting at the hill again with both of his commands.
21 dice. Maschinengewehr. 1, 2, 3.
Holy crap.
That's a lot. How many is that?
That's 8.
8 dice, 5
Three-
shots. 8 for 5, 8 shocks, or 5 shocks, 6 kills. Okay, you need to you need to stop. You need to stop.
Oh, I think my squad's gone.
It is 1d6 to find out though if it's Ivanov. You gotta check.
Insult to injury, right?
It's Ivanov.
Yep.
Roll to see what happens to him. Ooh.
Oof.
I have
Things are not going well.
No, he's actually lightly wounded. So
Oh.
-1 to his command initiative. While we're sitting over here, we'll go to our bad things happen chart. It's way in the beginning. I'm stupid. 1d6 junior leader wounded, please. Nothing. They apparently don't like Ivanov that much.
Don't care if he's owned it.
There's nobody left to like him or not like him.
That isn't true because he's hit. One guy's still alive. Although, of course, they're going to now. Although, how much shock did you put on him, Vance? You checked
Just
out?
one. It was 4 6s and a 5.
They're not broken or pinned.
Really?
Yeah, because Ivan. Oh no, that's right. Ivanov no longer counts because he's wounded here. So
Yeah.
Let's take a look at the results here. So you're gonna have to show me the 4 you got to pull off, please.
Wait, he pulls off 3, right?
Right, 3. Yep. So obviously he'll pull off the crew, which means
Yeah.
and he's got 1 shock. Yeah.
Yeah.
So at this point, because he's wounded, no, he's not, because 1 guy and 1 shock is not pinned. You've got to get 2. He is still standing there.
Well, so to speak.
Yeah, I guess. Ivanov's squad has seen better days. Holy cow. Okay.
Huh.
And
Holy freaking
and I have
cow.
my senior leader,
Yep.
which will come on.
Mike is called. No burial detail. It's
I will
just
bring my senior leader on,
CT's unique ability to roll 6s. I'm telling
and he
you.
comes on here.
Uh-huh.
This week is just at the wrong times.
Right.
So he's telling this
Team.
team
Yep.
to move.
Very good. He can do that. 2d6 or 3d6 if you want him to run. Then they pick up a point of shock.
I want them to run.
That's a point of shock if you do it.
No, they're gonna just want
2d6.
to move. 2d6.
16.
Run.
Mm-hmm.
And I actually had one other squad.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to order these guys to move.
Go right ahead. 2d6.
2d6.
18.
18.
Mm-hmm.
Can I run right over these guys?
Absolutely. Yeah, German MGs are no freaking joke.
I moved my, yeah, there it is. Oops. The jump off point is actually right there.
I locked it so as it don't move no more.
Okay. That is my whole command.
And you're leaving Straub back down here?
Yeah, he just come on, right?
Yeah, that's true. So he's hanging
Yes.
out. All right, so they came up. Got
So
it.
it's my phase again, correct?
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I will roll my last 6 set of dice, please.
Unreal.
Make hay, right?
Absolutely. Wow. Three sixes. You retain the next phase, and this is the end of the turn. Won't matter too much. So you get to go again after this.
Okay.
Chain of command.
And I get a command.
Team.
Or a squad.
Correct. Yes, sir.
It's going to be a squad.
Mm-hmm.
These gentlemen
Mm-hmm.
are going to fire at those guys. Outstanding in their field.
I have some regrets.
They're spoken like a gentleman, CT. 16. This is the 19 dice.
Yep. And they're in light cover because of all their scrub
Correct.
between.
Correct. Yeah. One, two, three, four, five, six.
Yep.
4 or 5 shock, 6 kills. Dude,
It's almost comical now.
Dude, I'm serious. I'm serious. You need to stop rolling 6s. That's 1d6 to see if you got Bortnik. You did not,
No.
so 2 dead, please. Once again, the riflemen do not make it.
We were promised lots of peasant reinforcements, and it's all none. So maybe next time.
Just for the record, that is 7 casualties already.
To 1.
Yep. Yeah, rub that in. Go ahead.
Yeah. That so that was that.
All right, you get to do it now.
So
The turn ends. The biggest thing
Yes.
would have been. Oh, this actually matters. We go here and we evaluate this pin. We determine that they have not gotten enough to unpin themselves, so they're still pinned.
Okay.
So you roll your dice. That's it.
So 5 dice.
Had anybody been on Overwatch still, they would have come off.
Right. Okay.
Well, you get a turn, CT, so that's good. That's senior leader, junior team.
Junior team.
Mm-hmm.
How handy is that? Junior leader. Gosa.
Mm-hmm.
Machine gun Wurzer.
You know, I don't
Wurlitzer.
think you get to use it unless you can say it. It's machine and Gewehr. 21 dice for 5 or 6.
For 7. Two shock, 2 kill.
Roll to see if it's the commander. It is.
It
Roll
is.
to see what happened to him. You're always picking the interesting ones. I know that one is dead. That is another light wound. 1d6 to see what the crew thinks about it. See if they care. Junior leader, wounded. Oh, they care about it. Apparently they like him. That cost your force morale 1 point.
So you lose one of these guys.
Correct.
One of those kills gets sucked up by the leader. But it's still 3 and 3. They're still not pinned.
Correct.
Okay, the other junior leader is Rommel's team doing the same thing to Ivanov on the hill.
21. Six.
6.
One.
A kill.
Roll 1d6. It's not him, but that's this. Shock dies with him, so the leaders don't shock. So now check to see what your group thinks about a squad wiped out.
Not a lot.
-1. Another drop to the morale. Okay.
And this team is going to move.
Mm-hmm.
2 dice. So 16.
Well, the problem is, David, he only gets 1d3 support, just like Vance gets. These are some very, very low point supports. He only had 1 point. I think he used it very well. It just, for some reason, he has acquired a unique gift for rolling 6s tonight.
Yes, I'm in quite the tight spot.
I'm in a tight spot.
And I think that was it.
Mm-hmm. Yep. All right. So
That should be enough, actually.
so I pass down to Lieutenant Petrov, which is you. You want to roll your dice this turn?
I am. I'm already in the major casualty category, aren't I?
Uh-huh. Well, that actually goes to how and Vance and I were talking about this, and David, I'd be interested in your opinion. You remember that not all these guys are dead, right?
Right.
Half are actually dead, and I assume that major casualties is only those that are actually dead, which means yeah, you're there. you're there. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think I have much of a choice if I want to. I'm looking at what I've got left.
Because you're going to have to carry forward what you can to the next battle.
Right. Yeah, I'm going to have to hightail it out of here.
All right. As we determined last time, everybody does have a chance to get, because obviously the Germans are well back there. So Vance is going to clear these minefields. You know, he's going to get in there to get them cleared, because he's going to get the only one. Yeah, because he's not even pinned. And he's,
I have 2 active teams, right?
Yeah, he's lightly wounded. I may have to check on him. And well, Bortnick's got guys to carry him. I know that. I don't think lightly wounded guys. I think it's just the pinned I have to worry about. Let me check. That's right. We are in post-game tracking, folks.
Some nice shooting from Vance tonight.
Yeah, that was incredible shots, especially in a bunker on a hill.
Yeah, that's all about it. Yeah, none of those guys are pinned. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. All right. So, what do we know? Well, what we know is that Vance is going to win. He's going to wind up, searching through all this. These guys are all going to make it off the table and be able to reorganize. You're going to have to think about some pretty significant reorganization. I'll give you a hint. At a certain point, I won't quite say where, you do get a fresh platoon, CT. So it's not,
I might need that.
it's not. But the crazy part is this scenario does not allow for reinforcements. So, Mike Orwick, he's cheering you on. You can pull this out. Yeah, okay. That's first of all, that's Velker talking. And I did want to say, which ones were the fakes?
Oh. Yep.
So you were bearing down on the two fakes.
Yep.
And you put it in a good spot, and you just couldn't. Oh, and the other thing is, Vance, getting 3 turns in a row kind of makes a difference.
Oh, of course it does.
That was amazing for you, yeah.
So it's a lot of good fortune, a lot of weird rolling, but it is what it is. So what we'll do is, just like the last time, we will pull together the situation. What's our next scenario? Let's have a look. Our next scenario is... Panzer. There we go. That means tank. The Soviets get 1d6 plus 5 support points. So there's going to be...
I'm going to need that.
There's going to be some supports. Here's the bad part, though. If the Soviets won Scenario 1, they get a preliminary bombardment at no cost. In addition, the Germans get 1d6 plus 10 support points. So this is where David Pumphouse's stuff starts to kick in, where he says, look, you've got to try to figure out how most effectively to spend the points that you have, conserve the resources you have. I will get together with both of you in the intervening week. We will talk about the effect that this has had on your commander's opinion of you and your men's opinion of you. I will observe, I suppose, if there is to be a bright shining lining here, that the difference in points is what, 7 to 10.
10?
So Vance, 3 of your casualties will not have occurred, although you had what, 1?
I had 1 to a team that was added on,
which doesn't count.
Not even care.
Yeah, so it's not like it even cares. So, yeah, you came for that one pretty fresh. That was a surprising win for the Germans. All right. Well, thank you, gentlemen. Well, first of all, thanks to everybody that watched. Yeah, when you get 3 turns in a row, generally you win. That's a fair observation. So
and it's the fun. I enjoy the campaign aspect, so I'm not tempted to stick it out. I got to think about preserving,
No,
down
exactly,
the road.
yeah.
Oh no,
that's an added fun.
I agree with that completely. I mean, because yes, Vance has achieved a significant advantage. He's going to get the preliminary bombardment. He's attriting your opinion in the eyes of your commanders and all that other stuff. God knows at some point you're off to the gulag. But by the same token, this stuff can turn on a dime. And I'd be very curious to know what you all pick. Now I am curious, if UCT were to roll a support point, a max support, what is that, an 11? What would you be able to buy? Just curious. Okay. So yeah, we're talking tanks, kids. An SU-122 with a junior leader. Note that these come later in the campaign, though. Anything red and green, so don't get too crazy. So no Stewarts and Grants, but there are some saucy presents in there.
Yeah, there are.
The DSHK 12.7 heavy machine gun. That's not fun.
An infantry gun.
Yeah.
An anti-tank gun.
Yeah. You wind up with 2 of those, plus points to spare, so this could be fun. So we will hopefully come back to it next week. Please remember that on Saturday we will be playing the latest installment, including Command Tet. You will be there. joining us, I hope, for Project Quatre Bras, where we will be playing Snappy Nappy, a game that typically doesn't take more than one session to play. So I think it'll be a lot of fun. Thanks to everybody that tuned in on a special Thursday night game. And, yeah, we will... Comrade Stalin will not be overjoyed. We hope to see you all very, very soon.